When you need high-quality healthcare services, TJ Regional Health is here to take care of your entire family. Whether you're looking for a skilled and compassionate provider for primary care, women's health, pediatrics, cardiology, general surgery, sleep medicine, rehab services, or even mental health, TJ Regional Health is here for you in every stage of life. With convenient locations throughout South Central Kentucky, TJ Regional Health is your healthcare destination. Request an appointment at tjregionalhealth.org.
Everybody, live from downtown, or actually, I just looked at the picture of downtown, live from South Green Street in Glasgow, Kentucky. This is Henry Royce and
Amy Bingham DeCesare.
And we are here to bring you live coverage of the Glasgow Barron County Community Christmas Parade.
We're all set up in a whole new vantage point this year.
Right.
It's kind of fun.
I was saying downtown just because there was a photograph, a really nice photograph of the gazebo on there from downtown, but our vantage point tonight is from right here at the Liberty Mitchell Clubhouse, Amy, and I'm really excited about being with you to watch the Christmas parade and describe it to our folks who are watching us on the EPB Cable 6 and listening on WCLU Radio. And we missed you last year. Where were you, overseas?
I was about a day away from leaving for China for 9 days.
Wow.
So I had to get Laura Rogers to pinch hit for me. I understand she did a fabulous job.
She did. I saw her last week, and she said she's be glad to do it any time.
Well, good.
She knows that the main star is back.
Oh, well.
But that she's ready to come back at any time.
This is my 20th year for this gig, so
amazing.
I sort of had a blip in my service without being
right.
here last year, but this is a great time. I love working with all you guys.
It was an excused absence.
It was. Okay. Yeah, I had a pretty good reason. I
Yes,
didn't
you
just
did.
call in sick or anything, so.
I'm excited about being with the Electric Plant Board tonight. A very special night. There's a special reason why we're here at the Liberty Mitchell Clubhouse, even though we think we're going to like it here. But the Glasgow Electric Plant Board is celebrating 50 years of service to the community of Glasgow. And with this being their 50th anniversary, Amy, they have put together a fabulous get-together with former employees, even the original general manager, Mr. Jim Sherfy, who you got the chance to meet, who lives in North Carolina now.
Yes, and you all are going to get to see him too. He's going to be riding in the parade tonight, and it was just a great reception earlier, very well attended. A lot of the former employees were back, and he gave a little talk about some of the early years and what happened and how everything kind of came to be. He gave us a history lesson, so to speak, so it was really nice.
It's amazing to me to think about the history. 50 years doesn't sound like a long time, but boy, have things changed in that 50
come
years.
a long way, right?
And the Electric Plant Board and some of the people that we have met here tonight who were instrumental in making good things happen and making our community able to serve power to a growing industry base and to meet the needs and work ahead to where we could meet the needs. So we want to say big hats off to the Glasgow Electric Plant Board, all the folks who have made a difference and continue to do so. And it's nice to pause, and there's some chili, some high voltage chili in there.
It was delicious, and it is neat to get their perspective because things don't just happen. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So to get the perspective of those that were at the beginning of all those negotiations, that was just really neat and a really special way to say thank you for 50 years. So.
And it's exciting to be a part of it here tonight. And of course, we have a wonderful parade. And should we talk about, in case people watch this tape 25 years from now,
oh gosh,
should we talk about the weather tonight?
Oh,
or should we get these blankets up here?
Somebody
and
said we should have fake snow falling on us just to make it seem more Christmassy, but I'm not complaining. I love the warmer temperatures.
I think it's about 63 degrees.
Is it currently?
Currently 63
I mean,
degrees.
Yeah, it's amazing because we've been doing this through every kind of weather you can imagine.
Yes.
Rain, snow, bitter cold temperatures, windy. We've had a little bit of everything. I'm sure we've had a warm year before, but maybe not this warm that I can remember.
No, I was talking to some folks last week, though. This parade has quite the reputation. Folks that you see who aren't from here, maybe other communities in the state, say, do y'all still have that night parade?
One of the very few,
That's
right, in Kentucky.
And it has certainly gotten a tradition and gotten a following, and folks come here just to see the lights of the nighttime Christmas parade.
You can just do so much more with the the floats and when they're lit up, and nothing against any of the daytime parades. Those are very festive, but to see the Christmas lights in the evening, you just can't beat that. So
I'm anxious to see what some of the floats are going to be using this year's theme, which is Christmas, which is butterflies at Christmas.
I think that's amazing. I think it's going to be really cool to see how they work in the butterfly theme for all the Christmas floats this year.
We'll be talking about butterflies for Maddie and Maddie Morgan when the float comes through for the Grand Marshal here just in a little bit. But there's lots to be said. And, you know, here on South Green Street, we are located exactly across from the First Assembly of God. And, you know, that church has put up some stands of hot chocolate and opportunities for folks to have fellowship here tonight. And a lot of folks are lining the street. And it's not just the First Assembly. Other churches along the parade route are having coke wagons and having you know, other things to build a festive occasion. And I just am so proud of everybody who's been involved in making this an excellent parade this year, Amy.
I understand there was a parade breakfast in the morning before all the volunteers just set out on an all-day really volunteering event. So it's just amazing how much time and effort they put into this, starting right after tonight's over. Really, they start thinking about the next year. So
they'll be thinking about it as the parade comes through. They'll get some ideas about the next one.
And I felt like I missed the memo because I wasn't aware that last year the parade route reversed. So when I came into town and saw the staging area was down here in front of, you know, all the South Green strip mall, I guess you could call it. I said, "Oh wow, look at this." And they said, yeah, that changed last year because of the, you know, the renovations at the high school.
Yeah, wasn't any place to park and no parking lot to start it from. But I'll be anxious to hear your take on it at the end.
I think it'll be great to kind of get the front view instead of the tail end like we have been on the square.
And it's been festive down at Southgate Plaza today too, because
that's the name I couldn't think of, Southgate Plaza.
They've been having you know, folks been putting the final preparation on their floats, and
of course they have the judging.
The judging
late in the afternoon, and
which we're going to be getting to give you the results. I know the staff, Sheila and all the folks, and Eddie, and they've been making sure that we had a accurate list of the winners, and we're going to tell you about them as they come. We know
they're hot off the press.
We know, but we're going to hold them.
They're high tech. They've got stickers on the pages that are award winners. So
tell everybody about your kids, because you know this is the 20th year that you've been doing this, and your kids are growing up.
So I didn't have kids when I started.
Oh, that's right. Your kids are growing up.
I've got a 15-year-old daughter who's a sophomore at South Warren High School, and a 12-year-old son who's a 7th grader at South Warren High School. So
y'all are down at the new school.
We have the new school. I've been there a couple of years. It's the middle and high together, but really not. They only share an auditorium and a cafeteria, so it's pretty broken up. But we live very close to the school, so that's been very convenient all these years.
Nice,
so
yes, very nice indeed.
Yes, sir.
And of course, you're on the radio with us with the View from the Hill.
Yes.
You're doing work with Western Kentucky University.
Right. I've been there for 4.5 years. I cut the View from the Hill as a TV spot and a radio spot, and WCLU is one of several area radio stations that I kind of email that file out to. So I'm glad to know that you all are running it. And
we love to keep up with everything at WKU.
It's really fun. Every week I do something completely different on campus. It can be sports, it can be academic. It's just you get well versed on something different every single week. So I've really enjoyed that job.
Well, and there's a lot of holiday activity coming up here in South Central Kentucky. You know, the parade is the first Saturday in December, which happens to be the first day of December.
December 1st, right.
So we have a whole lot of holiday yet to come here.
Yes, we do.
I encourage folks to take advantage of some of the wonderful opportunities that people are putting together, some programs, some opportunities to hear the Christmas story, to get youngsters involved, and I know a lot of area churches are involved in that, and just, you know, encourage you that it's here, but we're getting a nice pace.
That's right. And I say this every year, but I'm never truly in the Christmas spirit till after the Glasgow Christmas Parade, because that's when you really know it's here and it's time to celebrate. And your calendar quickly fills up every night with some Christmas-related event, but it's well worth it to celebrate the season.
It really is. We are broadcasting from South Green Street in Glasgow, and we have all of our staff here in place to let us know when the first parade unit will come forward here on South Green Street. You know, we have the Glasgow Police Department, which generally always kicks it off, so we'll be looking for that indication up here. Now, back in your days with WBKO, you made a lot of different parades in the course of
right, and they still do that. I think they're in Bowling Green and Morgantown, and Scottsville, I think, is always the first weekend. So I'm down to just Glasgow.
Sorry, here you are.
Now that I'm not there anymore. But WBKO is here tonight, and they got a earlier spot on the route, so they're pretty excited not to be just right at the very end this year. So.
Now, as a little girl, you grew up in Elkton, Kentucky.
I did.
Did y'all have a Christmas parade in Elkton?
No, but they're having one. I think every now and then they have one. I think they're having one this year.
So you can qualify as the Grand Marshal of
maybe,
the Elkton Christmas
maybe they'll
parade,
ask me one of these years.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
What do you remember? What did you want for Christmas?
Oh, I always wanted baby dolls and, anything, any kind of baby apparatus. I wasn't a Barbie kid.
No,
I was
no.
a baby doll kid.
Yeah. You wanted something you could nurture and take care of, and needed your TLC.
I guess so. I don't know. We would always. My grandmother lived 3 hours away, so right after we saw what Santa Claus bring, we have to get in the car and go to Grandma's house.
Right.
So you just took your favorite gift and you got
part of the
there.
holiday.
Yeah,
that's right. Indeed.
There was no electronics to keep you entertained. You just fought with your brother and sister all the way there.
Yeah. That's part of the holidays. There's a lot of thank yous we're going to be doing as we make our way throughout the evening. I certainly want to, and sometimes, Amy, we don't get to thank Greer's Florist enough for this beautiful.
Every year they do a great job.
That's right, they do, and it looks wonderful this year. And Green River Rentals, which is all of these hoists for these cameras up here.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And two folks I want to thank there. A lot of others here, back to our script here, that we'll be thanking for making sure that we had a good broadcast here tonight. And I'm hearing
things are starting to happen.
That's right. That's the signal that we're getting pretty close here, but we have a nice vantage point looking down South Green Street here, and kind of hearing the sounds of fire engine. It's just I think it's an excellent time for communities to show off their wares.
That's right. Just come together. And
that's right.
You were talking about the mild weather, but we've been here through the coldest ones too, and the crowd still shows up.
Never.
I mean, they just bundle up, and they just wouldn't miss it. It seems like here in Glasgow, no matter what the conditions are.
The rainy weather certainly doesn't stop anybody. I don't know what it is.
I know. It's like it's our parade, and we're gonna be there,
right.
and that's part of our Christmas tradition. So
give us the calendar. Don't worry about the forecast.
That's
whatever
right.
it is.
It's just is what it is. But we hit the lucky number tonight.
That's
I
right.
think.
We did. Yeah. Next year, when they've tied us down and there's a blizzard coming through, and we're holding on to every paper. Now we have had trouble, with these papers before.
Well, we have.
On Wednesday night,
Yeah, it's been a little bit of everything, but. Yeah. How's your year treated you?
Everything. We've had a wonderful year indeed. It's been, we've been blessed in so many ways. We've had so much going on this year, and as we get to the end of the year, just a lot of things to be thankful for, a lot of changes, and it's certainly a year to be thankful for good health and all of that.
Isn't that the truth?
That's right.
I catch you on the radio every now and then. I hear a familiar voice.
I'm up there.
Yes. You work all hours, I'm sure.
We have on the screen, we have pictures of some youngsters who have sacks right across the street from us here.
They're ready.
Who are ready for any candy that just might be dropped off here. I got to compliment the electric plant board for these lights. I don't know what you call them, but this is certainly creates for a fabulous place to watch the parade come by.
Right, between the street lights and the production lights.
That's
we
right.
We have a great, oh boy, she's
ready.
Like, show me the candy.
That's right.
I've got the bag and I want to fill it up.
That's right. We'll see.
They've been patient. I'm sure many of these people have been here much of the afternoon.
Yes.
Just having fun, waiting for 6 o'clock to get here.
They closed South Green Street at 5 o'clock in both directions. They closed it downtown or just past Bunch Avenue about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, so, wow.
It's
an all-day event. It's an all-day affair, that's for sure.
Folks have been making their way through here. This is a busy street right here indeed. We have young and old here.
Right, all generations
that's
I've seen.
And over at First Assembly of God, they have, in case it ever just gets a little bit cold, They have a little bonfire going over there, but right now
it's no need.
Not attracting a lot of people over there at the bonfire.
No, but it sure would be if the temperature were
That's
cooler.
Right. If the wind picks up a little bit here, and of course we have the street vendors, cotton candy being sold to the parade revelers, and certainly looking forward to, seeing what all they have on that little cart.
I know, and like you said, if it's colder, the hot chocolate is a big seller.
That's right, it is indeed.
Usually.
We, the Christmas parade started in Glasgow in 1957.
Is that right? Was it nighttime from the beginning?
No. The nighttime goes back to like 86, maybe 85,
okay.
86,
okay.
somewhere in that range. But they started having a Christmas parade here in 1957, and it used to be on the day after Thanksgiving.
Is that right?
It was a day parade the day after Thanksgiving, and it was certainly, we had a lot of music, and I don't remember all the way back to 1957's parade, but I do remember that it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Each year, and you always look forward to it, and it's made a lot of young hearts happy.
So you do have a long history with this parade.
That's right.
Much longer than mine.
Here we have the first unit coming past our reviewing stand. This is the Police Department Extreme Response Humvee, driven by Chief Guy Turcotte. Chief Turcotte is there with his tie on right there, driving what looks to me to be a Barron County High School cheerleader with a Santa's cap on it.
All right.
As a part of this Humvee is very much decorated for the holidays with the red garland around the front bumper right there.
She's got another cheerleader helping her actually give out the candy to the kiddos that are waiting.
Got a good siren on that Humvee right there too,
That's a sharp-looking vehicle.
Right. And I believe the chief's wife is one of the ones bringing up the back there to help with the candy as well. It's a family affair.
Family
right
event.
There.
Everybody, all hands on deck.
That's right. We next have our color guard coming forward here. This is the honor guard from the Glasgow Police Department. Now, they serve a lot of different functions here, and at our concert on the square, they always present the colors for the July the 4th holiday of the concert on the square. And here they come forward tonight, leading our entry from our 623rd, the artillery unit of the Army National Guard, which is coming behind the Glasgow Color Guard there, Amy. Of course, we are very proud of our 623rd and the long history that it has had, and we're showing that with the fact that we have a JROTC program in Barron County High School.
Exactly.
And so we are seeing all of these youngsters who are involved in the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, which goes back to 2010.
Right.
Amy.
And they brought with them part of the Trojan Battalion. They have teams in the following areas: color guard, saber, marksmanship, drill, academic, and leadership.
And we have the Barron County Marching Band, Dr. Kip Crowder and Monica Crowder. The band is 84 members strong. The field commander is Rebecca Lancaster. The band was honored to perform at Carnegie Hall in April of this year. How proud were we? Incredibly proud. And they also were at the KMEA in February. They're the U.S. Band Group 4 Southern Champion, and they have earned the Kentucky Governor's Cup at the Contest of Champions 5 years in a row. Look at these young musicians. And a big band like that has to get to all the equipment where it needs to be. And there comes
They've
the
got
County
their
Band
rig all decorated, don't
right.
they? Look
That's
at
right.
the Christmas lights and
That's
the wreath.
right. Tony Irvin there reloading the candy. And I really like the fact that they have their accomplishments on the side of the trailer.
Wow, look at that.
The Carnegie Hall performance.
Yeah, that's very nice. Looks like a pretty brand new paint job there.
The Group 4 Southern Champions in the U.S. Band and
earned
the Kentucky Governor's
Cup.
That's right.
5
And I know
years
those
in a row.
youngsters getting to go to Carnegie Hall were very much
Oh, can you
pleased.
imagine? That's a trip of a lifetime. They'll never forget.
That's right. It's certainly one. And the community kind of got behind the band and helped them raise the necessary funds to get to go
there,
to Carnegie Hall.
right.
Because that's, you know, certainly a big part of education right there for sure.
Right. I'm sure they look forward to the Glasgow Christmas Parade every year as well. So.
Yes, we see the lights coming up South Green Street, and we are just about to have the Barron County Middle School Marching Band. Now, I love the fact that we have a husband and wife doing the band directing in the Barron County schools, including Monica Crowder and her husband, Dr.
So
Kip
she
Crowder.
does the middle
That's
school
right.
and he does the high school. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Of course, I think they really kind of work together on both.
Both of them.
But
Well, that makes for a
what
seamless
a great way
transition.
to build a program.
Right.
You know, you got
There's our theme for the year.
That's right.
Butterflies at Christmas.
And certainly, this is the 83rd annual parade. Butterflies at Christmas.
We've even got sweatshirts.
Of course, the Butterflies for Maddie Foundation campaign honors a sweet young lady named Maddie Morgan, who a lot of folks knew and remembered and loved. And Maddie died from pulmonary veno-occlusive disease, which is known also as PVOD, back in November of 2005. A precious young lady. Student, her fellow students at Red Cross Elementary certainly missed her with all their heart, and her family discovered that the very little research had been done on this rare form of vascular disease, and it needed a lot more research. So Maddie's legacy is living on in every single donation, and there's a lot of folks who work very hard to make sure that each year the Butterflies for Maddie campaign raises the maximum amount of funds. And there's a lot of folks who knew Maddie, related to Maddie, who were very much instrumental in getting the Butterflies for Maddie Foundation set up. And look at all the folks who are coming up through here as a part of this Grand Marshal float.
Right. The Butterflies for Maddie
That's
committee. Right. These are the people that have worked so hard, so tirelessly all these months, and particularly this week and today.
That's right. Looks like a lot of Red Cross elementary students, which was Maddie's, school, and probably some of her classmates there as well.
There's some of our favorite Disney characters.
That's right. And I was certainly glad to see this as the Grand Marshal.
Absolutely.
And how about the, well, I don't know who that is in that big vehicle right there. That looks like some of our, I don't know who that is.
We'll
have to find out.
They're
right
part
here.
of the committee, I do believe.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure.
I like the car.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
Now we're moving into our government and state segment of the. There's Davy Greer.
There she is. We started about Grand Marshal, and I was talking about a Grand Lady. Our Grand Lady
She's
of the parade.
She's a fixture in our parade.
That's right. Barron County Judge Executive Davy Greer. And then we have Glasgow Mayor Rhonda Troutman and members of the Glasgow City Council.
They're riding on Engine 3 from the Glasgow Fire Department, wishing all of us a very Merry Christmas.
Very proud of our fire department. Proud of that. Have you seen the memorial to 9/11 that's over there that they put up this year?
Not.
You got to see that. There's Mayor Troutman over there personally handing out candy, and Stacy Hammer and Linda Wells. This is Linda Wells sitting on top of Granny. Now this is Linda's last ride.
That's what she said.
She is retiring after 10 years. She's riding on Granny, and she's become a Granny at least twice this year.
Oh, wow. Love it. Love it.
So, anyway, it's a really nice float to have the mayor and the city council in. There's Marlon Witcher on the back, and I can't even see who all it is back there, but they're having a good time.
They go into the dark right there.
That's right. This is the Glasgow Fire Department kids and employees of Glasgow Fire Department. Certainly they protect us and serve us, and we are pleased. And they do the wonderful service of Christmas tree dipping every year, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
To make sure that you don't catch the house on fire.
Right,
with a
that's a good
tree.
one. There's Miss Chrissy Cofields, Barron County Circuit Court Clerk.
Yes.
saying Merry Christmas to everybody.
She's got the big wave going there. And I believe it's husband Tommy driving her down the street. Is that right, Tommy? Is that you? I believe it is.
You got a thumbs up.
That's right. And right behind that, our Barron County Court Clerk, Miss Joanne London, and her staff. There's Joanne waving to the crowd here on South Green Street with some youngsters who were lucky enough to get to ride with Joanne.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at those purple lights.
They got
on
some
that.
purple
I like
Christmas
that.
decorations. That is cool. They're followed by Brad Bailey and all the employees of the Barron County PVA office telling us all happy holidays.
Yes. Brad and his staff up there do a really nice job. A lot goes on up there, you know. We have also the, after we have Brad Bailey here, we have the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. This is the 50th anniversary of service to the community. And the men and women on this entry are just a few of the employees who proudly work each day to bring the community reliable electric service. So there's Jim Sherfy right there.
He's
the original superintendent of the Glasgow Electric Plant Board here from North Carolina. And he's got a little white beard going right there since the last time I saw him. But certainly what a history. 50 years.
So nice that he could be here for this tonight and share in this celebration.
That's right. For the past 50 years, you have depended on the Glasgow EPB, and they look forward to serving you for the next 50 years, always bringing your family the future faster.
Now this must be children of the employees here.
I believe you're right.
They've got one of the primo lit up vehicles.
That's right.
They've got an edge in this department, right?
That's right. They got electricity there for sure.
That's right. They're showing it off, too. I don't blame them.
All right.
And next is the Barron County Detention Center van, driven by jailer Matt Mutter.
There he is.
The van is used for
and
various
here he comes. He's
inmate
coming to
workers.
see you.
Oh.
Look at here. All
right.
Thank you, Matt. From the
Thank
Glasgow
you so
Kiwanis Club.
much.
Well, thank you there, Matt. That's the jailer bringing us a present. That's nice.
Very nice. Now,
And of course, there are a lot of kids there from the employees of the jail as well.
they're followed by the Glasgow Middle School Band under the direction of Doug Smith. The band received a distinguished rating at the 2012 Concert Band Festival. 23 students were awarded positions in the All-District Band. So let's give them a listen.
Hark the Herald. The Glasgow Middle School Band, glad to have them in the parade. Great experience for these youngsters, too.
Absolutely.
The Marywood Weldon Memorial Library, the Glasgow and Barron County Public Library bring us cozy up to a warm book. Just as Eric Carl's very hungry caterpillar eats his way to becoming a beautiful butterfly, the library offers opportunities to consume the books that will help one learn, grow, and be entertained. There's a great history of the bookmobile.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And following the bookmobile is Jim Lee, this year's president of the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce.
Jim Lee is an excellent president of the chamber, and Jim is involved in a lot of things. He is with Citizens First Bank, and he is, you'll find Jim in every corner that something good's going on around here, and that's what the chamber president ought to be, for
That's
sure.
right. Busy, busy person.
That's right.
Next is Sarah Moore and the City of Glasgow Animal Control Truck. Animal Control wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and a safe holiday.
Hi, Sarah. Everybody is certainly glad to see the puppies in the parade
Oh,
right there.
look at them.
You don't want to have. I had a puppy get away to animal jail one time.
Uh-oh.
You know, you feel bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she'll ever do it again.
Oh, no.
But it's necessary, and Sarah does a
is.
good job.
It is.
Looks like hanging out of this vehicle right there is Johnny Bell. You see him right there on the TV?
I see him. He's leaning out.
That's right. State Representative Johnny Bell wishes everyone a very happy holiday and sends greetings of the season.
That's right.
There's Johnny.
He'll be back in Frankfurt in a few short weeks.
That's exactly right. He will be.
Representing all the fine people of Glasgow.
That's right. And you've got a fellow who's got, whoops, before we
There's-
do this, let's talk about WBKO.
Okay, yeah. The staff and management of WBKO want to thank Barron County for once again making WBKO the #1 choice for local news, weather, and sports. So I see Jean, Lauren, and Shane Hollandy They are fixtures in this parade. I'm sure this is probably Jean's 20th parade, just as it is mine. So
Shane needs a lot of credit for this weather on
He
tonight's
does.
parade.
He does.
You could tell he only wanted to wear a small jacket over here.
That's right. He usually has the toboggan on and everything else.
That's right.
So
He did a good job of arranging this one, didn't he?
he sure did. He sure
All
did.
right. Next, we have East Barron Fire Department winning first place and second place in the Fire Department division. This is unit number 6, which is a 97 Freightliner, and it was made by E1. 5-man cab, first out to all structural and vehicle fires, and then driving unit number 6. The department's firefighter of the year is Wes Coulter. What about that? I love the little wreath with the little spin on the front of it.
Looks good. Looks good.
Very good use of lights right there. And that's the newest 50-foot ladder truck, by the way.
And
Next.
they're followed by 2 entries from the Cave City Fire Department. The first is Rescue 15, a new 2012 rescue pumper that pumps 1,500 gallons per minute. And they're followed by Granny. You can see her back there, a 1946 Chevrolet fire truck that can hold 400 gallons. This truck is in memory of B.R. Reynolds. So
Yes.
there's Granny and the Rescue 15, both from the Cave City Fire Department.
Nice looking vehicles for sure. They're taking good care of Granny, I got to tell you.
They look like they have. She looks good, all shiny and new looking.
And next we have unit number 56 from the Haywood Fire Department. It's a 97 Freightliner pumper with a 1,500 per gallon minute pump. It has a 4-man cab. Makes you feel good, the quality of equipment that our volunteer fire departments have and the amount of training that they undertake to make sure they can be first responders. You really don't, I'd like to see them this way than I would pulled up in front of my house.
You're right, with a fire to fight. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
And they do a whole lot with medical emergencies as well. So we're proud of all of our fire departments.
Lots of fire trucks represented tonight, lots of fire departments
Yes.
represented. These are entries from the South Barron Volunteer Fire Department, Unit 82 and Unit 84. And these volunteers don't get near enough credit for all the on-call hours that they do service and
Right.
all the trainings that they go to
That's
and
right.
time away from their family. So hats off to all the firemen here tonight.
You have to be, in a position like we are where you look at the news and you look for news to see how many times these
They
folks
do
are
get
called
out.
out.
Oh, it's amazing. It really is.
We've got our first place scout float moving down the parade right here on South Green Street, Amy. It's the Troop 511 of the Girl Scouts, bringing us Santa's Little Butterflies. Nice use of the parade theme. What would Santa do if all his reindeer got the flu on Christmas Eve? Well, he'd call the North Pole Flutter Service, of course. When your reindeer break down, they'll get you around town. Merry Christmas from Girl Scout Troop number 511, a first place winning entry right there.
And they're
Amy.
followed by the second place winner for the Scout Division, Girl Scout Troop 2088. They bring us Butterflies at Christmas. Guess what will be pulling Santa's sleigh this year? That's right, butterflies, and you can see it there on their float.
Wow.
Even the lead butterfly has antennae that glow to light the way for Santa and his elves. So very creative. Congratulations to both the winners.
Second place winner, the Scouts. Next unit is the Cub Scout Pack number 586 and the Boy Scout Troop number 661. I always like to watch these youngsters come through and see how much they enjoy being in the parade and how many
How
memories
cute
are
they
made.
are,
That's right.
adorable.
That is a fabulous hayride that they're on right there. See those big bales,
so
square
much
bales of hay?
fun. So
That's
much
right,
fun.
indeed. Looks like they've got a good group there in those two.
Yes, a
Pack-
lot of scouts on that truck.
Pack 586.
And the girls, they just really went all out for their floats. Here's another winner. This is the third place winner from Highsville Girl Scout Troop 1032. This float is a display of snow-covered trees and lights sprinkled with a rainbow of butterflies and snowflakes. This troop's entry was the winner of the Jim Moody Award at the 2011 Christmas Parade.
Wow.
So their creativity is really coming through, boy. This has been an awesome theme.
They said, we had so much fun this year, let's do it this year.
That's right. So third place. Congratulations, girls. Great job.
How
I know that takes a lot of work.
Yes, it does indeed. Well thought out. A lot of young ladies on there who had a good time putting that together, too. The Caverna High School Colonel Marching Band, 20 members strong, under the direction of Robbie Fudge and Lauren Tanner. The field commander is Jalen Woodard, and the auxiliary captain is Madison Perry. They placed 9th in the KMEA Championship this year. and been invited to the 2013 Magic Music Days at Disney World.
Oh, I want to go. That
Here
sounds
they
like
are.
a good gig.
Hey, Robbie, it's Robbie Fudge, the band director, waving at us there. He's proud of his young band and the beautiful music they're making for us here with a little Jingle Bell Rock, rocking down
Right.
South Green Street.
Fabulous. And we're moving into the small business category, and our next entry is A Country Christmas, brought to us by Bobby's Trucking and R.E. Harp & Sons Recycling. Led by Rudolph, as you see, this float features a live tree, homemade ornaments, a fireplace, and lots of presents. They would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And moving right up the street behind them, we have our next entry from Hibbett Sports, Catching Pop Flies and Butterflies at Christmas, brought to us by Hibbett Sports of Glasgow. That's a neat idea. Pop flies and butterflies. What is that they're throwing out there?
I'm not sure. Maybe they'll throw us
Well,
something.
it might be. We're going to see.
We're
Amy,
making-
boy,
we're-
you
I'm
sure
making
looked
bring it-
needy right there when you did that.
Oh, okay. We got some crayons.
All right. I
We
like
were just
that.
being nosy.
That's right.
We'll give these away as we wrap up here.
Here's the Hibbett Sports baseball coming down there as well.
All right.
Does Hibbett Sport have a nickname on the back of his hat? I'm trying to see what
It's something, but we can only
Yeah,
see half of it
that's
here.
Okay.
We have a custom 2000 model S10 Blazer, customized and brought to you by Mafia Electronics.
Yeah.
Glad to have them in the parade.
That's right. They do it all from fiberglassing to custom TVs and more. Next we have Ground Flight LLC. They are a local company that specializes in expedited freight to 48 states, also known as the modern day Pony Express. I bet they're busy. Operated by Glasgow residents, they have been in business for 4 years. And they got a couple of big trucks. Looks like you can haul a whole lot on those big trucks right there
Well,
for
we're
sure.
glad they took time to be in our parade,
The
given
modern
how
day.
busy they probably are.
Pony Express.
And they're followed up with the Bowling Green Hot Rods. They want to tell everyone not to forget to mark your calendar. 2013 opening day is April 8th. For more information, go to bghotrods.com or call them at 270-901-2121. And lots of fun at the Hot Rods games.
What a fabulous asset we have within the Hot Rods.
Absolutely.
And we've got the next 3 units from Forever Communications Group. First, it's your #1 country station, the Beaver 96.7, and they're making their way in the big yellow Beaver
The
van.
Beaver Buggy, yeah.
Beaver Buggy. Today's best country hits and Bowling Green's best country music. Leave it, or not leave it, like the Beaver on Facebook and Twitter, and visit their website at beaverfm.com. Next, we have Woohoo 107. All hit Woohoo, the best mix, and one of Bowling Green's favorite radio stations is the next entry. All your favorites from the 90s to today. They invite you to get on Facebook and check them out. And then Real Country Willie 94.1.
That's
Country
right.
music, all the good country songs. With Kelly every weekday morning, including your favorite hour of trading, The Real Trader. Sorry,
That's
I got all that out right
That's
there.
right. And there you're seeing our 3rd place in the small business category. This is a special gift of butterflies for Christmas coming to us from Country Auto Sales. The float is in honor of their son and grandson, Jacoby Bush.
What a sweet
That's
float.
impressive. Look at that.
And look at those beautiful butterflies in there, too. Box of butterflies. Isn't that neat?
That's really,
Third
they
place.
did a lot of work on that.
Town and Country Starter Shop brings us How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is a green truck, isn't it?
There's a sweet puppy on the back,
That's
too.
right. And it's come to Town and Country for starters and alternators right there on West Main Street. This is Bailey Gibson, and actually this is Jeff Gibson in the Bailey Gibson Buick GMC entry being driven by Jeff Gibson. Jeff invites you to come on down to Bailey Gibson, make your Christmas dreams come true in a wonderful new vehicle.
And there's our 4-legged friends. Carol's Pet Grooming brings us Paws with Wings. They're
Look at the-
dogs of all sizes.
Did you see the butterfly on the back of the
Oh,
dog?
yeah, look at that.
Isn't that
They got
sweet?
in the spirit.
For 19 years. Let me see what this is.
Elvis York. Wow.
Is this Elvis York? For 19 years, Elvis E. York Construction and the Spirit of Christmas has entertained the people of South Central Kentucky at Christmas time. This entry started out as a hay wagon and a few bales of straw, and look what happened.
Wow.
A lot of folks really look forward to see Elvis York Construction in the parade, and I think
I see why.
they have wowed us again.
And behind them is Mr. Reuter Plumbing, a full-service plumbing company. They believe in serving their customers with courtesy and value their relationships with customers. And they're awfully festive with their candy cane theme and lots of cute kids there on their float. We're so glad to have them in the parade.
Right.
Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
That's right. How about Cash Express? There's Cash Express right there. Now, I got to tell you what, they have more ink pens in this town.
They're everywhere, huh?
They are, that's right.
And they're followed by Christian Family Radio, 89.3 FM, or ChristianFamilyRadio.com. They say you can use your smartphone and go to the TuneIn Radio free app. So glad to have 89.3 here tonight.
That's right. They do a good job. Arrow's Butterfly Christmas comes to us from Arrow Exterminators. Arrow Exterminators is always going beyond the call to serve their clients' needs. They offer a full line of pest, rodent, and termite protection. Charles Jones, Nikki Vitito, and the entire Arrow staff and their families would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a pest-free Christmas.
I wish everyone the same thing.
And a prosperous new year.
Now here's a very colorful float from Ralphie's Fun Center. Ralphie's is the newest family entertainment center in South Central Kentucky, offering bowling and arcade, mini golf, inflatables, skating, and great food. Special deals on food, coffee, and hot cocoa tonight after the parade is over.
That's where your young children would really enjoy going out there, and you would too.
I would too, but look how colorful and creative.
Yes, it is.
They have an actual skate for their float.
Very creative.
Nice job.
That's right. I like that. The employees of Ely Drugs would like to thank all of their customers of the city of Glasgow. Ely's proud to be a part of the community and proud to be a part of the Chamber Christmas Parade. And look at that big butterfly that's flapping its wings in the parade here.
That took some doing to get those wings to flap like that. Very nice.
A lot of design goes into something like that, too.
They've really taken this theme and run with it. They're followed by Butterfly Magic, brought to us by Bailey's Clean Car. Magical things can happen any time of year.
And they have that very clean 1970 Chevy Camaro, also brought to us by Bailey's Clean Car. It's a black 1970 second-generation Camaro Z28 split bumper. Only one of 5 1970 models had this option.
Nice, nice. And there's, of course, the Goober cruising from WGGC 95.1.
Yeah.
They wish you a 100,000-watt Merry Christmas. So
got a full van right there, too.
Gotta love WGGC.
That's right. Nice folks. Our next entry is from Serve Pro, serving Allen, Barron, Hart, Greene, and Taylor counties, and beautiful butterfly usage on that particular float as well.
Very nice. They're all just really impressive.
Music is Me of Glasgow is a multi-purpose creative arts and music and retail business offering everything from studio recording and instrument lessons to graphic design, marketing, music supplies, and more. This is the winner of the Jim Moody Award for creative use of music. And I got to tell you, this is the 10th Christmas parade without Jim Moody, and we miss him.
We sure do.
And I know he really always enjoyed looking forward to working with you
well,
on this parade.
He was a wonderful professional and just the nicest guy. He'd be proud of that award.
No question about it. McDonald's of Glasgow, Ronald is here, second most recognized person in tonight's parade.
Second to the big guy, of course.
I believe it. That's right. And next we have the BR Tire folks. That's right. Good corporate neighbors here at BR Tire was
beautiful
big tree,
Christmas
beautiful.
tree.
That's
beautiful.
Right.
They're followed up by Neal's Recycling, bringing us tonight's next entry. They're at 411 Sampson Street. They buy catalytic converters, batteries, aluminum rims, you name it. Your #1 core buyer wants everyone to have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
They got some happy youngsters to be on that float, too. Christmas in the Park by Overfelt's Backhoe Service represents the child and all of us at Christmas time. Their large butterfly serves as the guardian angel and represents the free spirit of a child. It wins the second place award. Look at that youngster riding in the front right there.
That's a tiny one, isn't it?
That's right. I believe he's happy to be up there in the cab of that truck.
Wow, we've got a swing and a little ramp and all kinds of stairs, you name it. It's on this float. Now, the next 3 entries are from Legends Motor Company of Franklin, Kentucky. They offer towing and roadside service, and they would appreciate your business. They proudly support the Susan G. Komen Foundation, the Blessings Unleashed Foundation, and the Lou Gehrig Foundation. Big Red is used as an off-road recovery vehicle. The service truck is used for roadside service for truck and tractor trailer repair, and the rollback is dedicated to breast cancer awareness. You see the pink markings on there to indicate that. So, Merry Christmas from Legends Motor Company of Franklin, Kentucky.
Our next entry is the ETF Victory, a vehicle from HVAC Services. HVAC Services family would like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Got one of those big CFLs up there, those new light bulbs.
Oh, right,
Is that not neat?
That's a great way to display that.
Wovo 106.3 is also brought to us tonight by Commonwealth Broadcasting. Wovo is your 50,000-watt radio station in South Central Kentucky, North Pole Radio, and they got a big bunch of Christmas music playing there.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody in
the radio's always well represented.
That's exactly
Glasgow
right.
Christmas Parade.
That's right. We have first place in small business and the Grand Marshal Award from some folks that really worked hard. I've been hearing about how hard they've been working on this. This is Santa's Butterflies Bringing Sweet Christmas. Blessings coming to us from Dr. Tyree and the staff at Barren River Regional Cancer Center. Santa's sleigh is bursting with butterflies and confetti, pulling a kid's dreamland filled with butterflies and candy. Santa's butterfly helpers will be handing out cotton candy and sweets to the crowd. And there's Dr. Tyree himself driving the float. Look at that confetti coming out right there.
Love it. They timed that just for the TV. I love it.
It's wonderful. They're handing out goodies here, and they're excellent folks. They're quite a family over there who enjoy the things that they get to do for our community. And this is one more example of that over with the Grand Marshal Award and the Small
You can certainly
Business
see
Award.
It's very well deserved, both awards. Congratulations. And behind them is our entry from Zaxby's, the float featuring their trademark 8-foot chicken, as well as their mascot Little Zach and Dora, SpongeBob, and friends. So you think some of these kiddos are excited to see these characters?
They are.
I would imagine so.
They know them by name. The next two entries, Red Rider and Black Betty, are from KC Trucks and Cooper High Performance. They're Southern Kentucky's premier one-stop truck shop, offering everything from lift kits to leveling kits, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, and much more. And they wish you a very Merry Christmas and a blessed holiday season. Wow, look
These
at the wings on that
young men are getting a workout tonight.
That's right.
Great job.
And here's another butterfly coming right through here with KC Trucks.
And we got some more strength. Are these people pulling these, or is this
well, it looks like a generator sitting
some
back
sort of
there.
contraption set up there? Either way, that's cool. That's a lot of work. Next, we have the folks from Fisher Auto Parts. Candy and goodies are being handed out by the Fisher Boys in Blue. They invite you to come by and see them for all your auto parts needs. And I see the boys in blue. They're trying to catch up to the vehicle.
That's right. Truck's making better progress than the boys in blue are right now.
I wonder if some of these bags are filling up with candy by now. I would think so.
Yeah, I could see right across the street right there. There's some youngsters full of bags full of candy. Butterfly Kisses, our next entry, sponsored by Kentucky Kids, Inc. and Learning Ladder Kids. Learning Ladder Kids Academy is a local child care provider. Learning Ladder Kids Club is an after-school program. Children from the centers are inside of the bus sending you butterfly kisses this holiday season.
Very nice.
That's
Very
right.
nice. They're followed by an entry from AT&T and In Touch Communications. They're going to be entry number 82, and they're going to usher in a whole new group for us, which is schools and school groups.
Wow, and then we've got a second place winner right up off of the bat here, Amy. We'll wait. Let's see. Is that the
That's AT&T.
AT&T In
Still
Touch.
moving across your screen.
Okay. All right. Make sure I get caught up right here. See, I'm not. You're much more used to watching the TV and reading the script. I'm just reading the script, you know. It's
Oh, that's
my
okay.
line of work.
No.
So I'm learning a lot from you. All right, this is the second place school group here. Santa is Where Are You? Is brought to us by the Barron County Area Technology Center. This parade float is a project the entire school works on, starting with design and layout in the CAD classroom, to wiring and electrical classes, students in machine tool, welding, refrigeration, auto mechanics, business technology, health, and IT classes also help with this float. A school-wide project and they're going to have that second place bragging rights.
Absolutely. And they're followed by another award winner. Both the first place in school or school group and the Eddie McDonald Award is Beautiful Butterflies at Christmas, brought to us by the BCHS Drama Club. The club is sponsored by Glenna Gardner and Cindy Botts. They will present Beauty and the Beast on March 8th through 10th and want everybody to come. So mark your calendar, March 8th through 10th.
There's the beauty in the front, Miss Bailey Burge up there.
Congratulations, guys, on your first place and your Eddie McDonald Award. Very nice job.
Student body of WKU Glasgow is proud to present Catching the WKU Spirit. Glasgow campus of WKU hopes everybody catches the spirit as the campus celebrates its silver anniversary in 2013. Can you believe it's been 25 years? And that's the third place in school or school group for WKU
Congratulations.
Glasgow.
Can't have a parade without Big Red.
That's right.
Next we have the designed by the Creekmore family, the float using antique flywheel engines. They were used back in the 1920s on family farms to power corn grinders, water pumps, wood saws, and other tools. Merry Christmas from the Creekmore family, and they are the first place winner in the family or individual group.
Wow, very, very nice float. Those machines, see how smooth
Amazing.
they're running, how well they're taken care of. The Southern Prince is presented by Billy and Joyce Ray. It's an 84 SSL Camino, one fine car. It's named for the great southern white butterfly. The butterfly is found along the Atlantic coast and the Gulf Coast of the U.S., and that's the second place family or individual award.
Very good, very good. And then there's a 1953 and a half Ford Custom line owned by Alan and Pamela Martin, brought to us tonight by J&J Frame Shop. The paint and body work was done by Donnie Vincent.
With a big Mustang, Fred, the 66 Mustang. The owner and driver of the car is 19-year-old Christina Vance. Fred is a 66 Ford Motor Coupe, green with silver racing stripes. It's all original with matching number motor.
And next we have Making Music for Maddie from Kevin Smith Productions. They used as many butterflies as they could. He offers an event DJ service and artist management. Find Kevin Smith Productions on Facebook. So they're showing off their sounds there.
That's right. Sounds really good. We have Flights to Heavenly Skies, brought to us by Anna Smith in loving memory of her son, Thomas Ray Moe Scott. Now, we've had for a number of years a tribute to Moe in various forms, and this is a little bit different right there with the butterflies here.
Beautiful
and I think
float.
That's very nice indeed.
Very nice.
Well, let's see. We have certainly picked up a little steam right here. But
Picked up the pace there for a second.
What do you think about the beauty of this particular parade?
It's gorgeous. I just think the theme has just gone over it. They just surprise you every year with the creativity, but I love the butterfly and working it into the Christmas spirit. I think they've done a wonderful job, all of them.
And what a great use of the butterfly theme we've seen here tonight,
and for such
too, Amy.
a humbling cause.
That's
and
right.
everything.
No question about it. This is Cedar Grove Missionary Baptist Church, the first place church or church group winner, and this is the entry entitled Life and New Hope. It represents Psalms 119:50. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. Wow.
They're our first place winner in the church group category.
First place.
You see the caterpillar is moving his head around,
Yeah.
so
And transitioning into that butterfly in the back.
lots of work on that float as well.
Very well thought out.
They're followed by Shiloh General Baptist Church's youth group. They are riding on their float, all decked out in holiday attire, and they've done a great job decorating their tree and their butterfly theme as well.
That's right. They've kind of got a Christmas tree and a butterfly tree, don't they?
A great
They have it
project
across.
for a youth group.
That's
and
right.
So much participation is so
Yes.
wonderful.
And I bet you a lot of those folks on that float had something to do with making that happen.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This float from Three Forks Bacon Creek Church Youth Group emphasizes the Star of Bethlehem and its hope for those seeking the newborn King, the new life of baby Jesus, and the majesty and beauty of butterflies at Christmas. It's a second place award winner in the church or church group category. And wow, look how comfortable they are in that living room right there.
And don't you love how they put the butterflies everywhere,
yes.
even though they focused on the Star of Bethlehem?
Yes, they did.
And now you're seeing the float from Temple Hill Baptist Church. It's escorted by their youth group. They represent believing and being saved through Christ. The butterflies represent the shedding of all that is old and the start of a new life, which is a wonderful analogy. And they received 3rd place for the church or church group. So wonderful job to all these youth groups.
Yes, indeed. Our next entry is from the Gethsemane Baptist Church at 4505 Tompkinsville Road in Glasgow. Full service daycare Monday through Friday, and they have services on Wednesday night starting at 7. On Sundays, Sunday school starts at 10, worship at 11 and 6, and they welcome all visitors. Nice folks out at Gethsemane Baptist Church.
Beautiful balloons on that float.
Yes, indeed.
They're followed up by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Spirit of Christmas. During this Christmas season, they would like to share the story of the birth of Christ. His humble birth turned into the most joyful time in history, and they want to celebrate with you.
Dan Belding there leading the crowd, minister there at the Latter-day Saints Church.
Lots of angels on their float, and everybody just seems to be so enjoying the mild temperatures. So
you know, you can't decide a couple weeks ahead of time, let's do a float. They had to think about it, and they had to plan, they had to meet, and they had to get together.
Spent so much of their time.
And I hope that folks realize what a culmination of hard work this is.
And appreciate
That's
getting
right.
to see this.
And I hope that the crowd is showing their appreciation too as they come through.
You know, it may be a blizzard next year. We may really pay for these balmy temperatures.
That's right. Hush, hush.
I know. I don't want to curse us or anything. Now we're about to go into our club and organization part of this parade, and I'm sure that'll be impressive, as everything has been to this point.
Well, we have 2 entries here from the Hart County Rescue Squad, the Butterfly Wishing Well, with a lot of ways to make wishes come true. The recipe is 3 cups of love, 3 cups of friendship, and 3 cups of faith. Mix it together, it can produce all kinds of miracles. The Butterflies are volunteers from the Hart County Rescue Squad, 2nd place club or organization.
Very nice, very nice. And the rescue squad is part of their float as well, Butterflies at Christmas.
What a tribute to young Maddie Morgan that folks from neighboring counties are here using the theme.
That's right. That's right.
And that just kind of shows the impact. Well, we got some Freedom Warriors coming up here right now, Amy. There's Ernie Wagner leading the Freedom Warriors down the street. You want to tell everybody about the Freedom?
That's right. This is the group's first time in the parade, so welcome. Their mission is to care for local veterans. They're based in Barron County, but they serve Barron and surrounding counties. So it's always neat to see a new blood in the parade, and I'm sure they'll catch the fever and be back in future years. So
hey, Bobby.
Very colorful float, and welcome again to the Freedom Warriors Community Veterans Organization.
The Barron County 4-H'ers are all aflutter. This program is a family affair with many projects, activities, and events that create a flutter of activity for youth, family, and community members. The 4-H program is involved in a wide array of community service programs, and they're enjoying in the Christmas parade each and every year the opportunity to say Merry Christmas.
We're going to go back and catch this entry.
All right.
It just kind of popped in here, and we're going to tell you who it is. Carlos and Linda Ballard in a 1955 Pontiac, joined by their granddaughters, Tiffany, Mackenzie, Sydney, and Marilyn.
That is one
or
good-looking.
Maylin, I should say.
One good-looking Pontiac for sure.
Now we got some Little Leaguers.
All right, we have the Barron County Little League Cowboys football team. Barron County Little League champions this year. They have an amazing coaching staff too. Merry Christmas from those Cowboys, and a lot of moms and dads there as well.
What a fun time they're having. And they're followed by the Raiders, the Barron County Little League. The team consists of 41 players from grades 2 through 6, approximately 20 cheerleaders. The Raiders finished 3rd place in the 2012 tournament. So look at their nice football with a butterfly attached, and also a butterfly at the goalpost. So
that's right. That is, I saw that goalpost over there at the staging area today earlier, and I was thinking, well, Can't wait to see what they're going to do with that.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly impressed with what they did.
The theme wasn't lost on them, was
No,
it?
not at all. We have 3 entries from the Glasgow Shrine Club coming up here, Amy. First of all, it's club members and their ladies. As members of the Corsair Temple, the club has donated $600,000 to Corsair charities since the club's organization back in 1969. Wow. Next is the Fez. I'm getting a little ahead of myself right here. Let's just focus in on those folks there in the Shrine
Love
Club.
to have the Shriners. They're here every year.
Can you do that?
No, that would not be a good thing.
You want him to bring it over here and try
I
it
would break a couple of bones, I'm sure. But there's the iconic Fez you were talking about.
Yeah, and they killed the lights for the Fez, too, because of how wonderful
we
it's
can
lit
see
up.
it all lit up.
Yeah.
You may have seen the Shriners wearing their Fez at their new fundraiser this year, Reach Out for Corsair Kids, which raised $11,000 for Corsair charities. The Corsair Funsters know how to arrive in style in their fire truck, as you see there.
Indeed.
So they've got their clowns aboard and juggling and all the things you expect to see the Shriners do.
That's pretty impressive to juggle on a moving object.
I'm impressed.
You know, I can't do it standing still, but that's impressive. We have our entry for the Barron County Family YMCA. The YMCA's mission is to put Christian principles into action through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body. Strengthening community is their cause, and they encourage everybody to work together and invest in our children and our health and neighbors. The YMCA, proud of that organization.
And behind them, where you see there, Flying in the Wind, brought to a KMA KBA, Kentucky Motorcycle Association. They were a first place in the club or organization.
100 members in this area, in that organization. And the 2012 Packer football team coming here, Amy. This is in the Glasgow Athletic Program. The team consists of kids in grades K through 6, 3 divisions, the Mighty Mites, the JV, and the varsity. 2012 varsity team finished their season undefeated in league play. Actually didn't even give up a single point.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. And behind them is the Barry the Loch Baron monster, straight from the Glasgow Highland Games. The Highland Games greatly admires the family of Maddie Morgan for turning such a tragedy into something so positive. So thank you to Barry the Loch Baron monster.
And the Boys and Girls Club of Glasgow Barron County has designed and constructed our next entry, Amy. The little butterflies grow each day and spread love, respect, and responsibility. The Boys and Girls Club is a youth development organization that welcomes over 100 members every single day and grows bright leaders for Glasgow's future. This entry is sponsored by Herbert and Pack and Jerry A. Botts Real Estate and Construction.
Right, and our next entry is from the Barron County 4-H Moo Crew. These children are dedicated to the chores of dairy cattle. Anyone from ages 9 through 19 is invited to join the club.
The Moo
Crew.
I like that.
Sounds good.
Next, we have the American Red Cross Disaster Services Unit. The disaster response vehicle is used in South Central Kentucky region, responds to disasters such as house fires and tornadoes. It's amazing, you know, we hear about the Red Cross and some of these worldwide natural disasters, but they help out in local disasters and families in need, and we're just proud of our American Red Cross chapter.
So proud to have him here. Here's our third place winner in club or organization. It's called Fluttering By with Hope for a Cure, from the American Cancer Society Relay for Life of Barron County Committee. The colors of cancer awareness are represented in the butterflies, the ribbons, and the balloons. On the float are cancer survivors and members of the Relay for Life Committee. Next year's relay event will be on May 10th at Barron County High School, so everybody mark your calendar. Thank you all.
You talk about an organized effort. The American Cancer Society and the Relay for Life Committee works hard year-round.
Oh,
and we
that's
have
a nonstop.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We have a very, very touching Relay for Life every year here in our community. Polar Bear made it into the code.
This is where we might get the Coke delivered, remember?
That's right.
Some years they bring it straight up to us.
That's right.
That's the Clark Beverage Group coming through with their 2 vehicles. So we're always glad to have them in the Glasgow Parade. They're pretty much fixtures every year, like we said.
No question.
Lots of Christmas lights strung, keeping them all lit up this Christmas season. There's the actual Coke truck, and oh, here comes the cans. We'll have to flag them down, Henry.
All right.
We've already got our coloring crayons, so it's keep adding to our
That's
stash
right.
over here.
And we have this mystery box here, too.
I know. I
We'll
can't
have
wait to
check
see
that
what's
out.
inside.
Looky here.
Merry Christmas. They made it to the cruise, so that's good.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a bunch.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All
Look here, we got a little
right.
holiday theme on this can, too.
Oh,
don't
that's
they?
right. And
Just
it's
a
the
little,
perfect size. I
that's
like
right.
these smaller
Santa
ones.
taking a big drink of a Coca-Cola.
Oh, now we're seeing TJ Regional Health, a parent company of
This
TJ
is swapped.
Sampson.
They told me this was going to happen. This is Cytel.
Oh, Cytel.
That's right. This is Cytel. They told us they might be swapped.
Okay, okay.
This
Let's
is
go over here
the third
then.
place in
Third
large
place.
business. Cytel magically working to solve your problems. It's a new call center in Glasgow located at 101 Hilltopper Way. They are excellent, excellent corporate citizens. They're hiring right now.
Oh.
And they invite you to apply online at Cytel.com. Visit the Facebook page. Cytel, third place large business.
Well, I jumped ahead of myself. There now you're seeing the TJ Regional Health, the parent company of TJ Sampson Community
Right.
Hospital. They are presenting Wings and Wishes Wonderland. They send wishes of good health to all and honor all those who have passed with this enchanted Wings and Wonderland.
A beautiful float indeed. Look at the usage.
Second place to them. Congratulations.
With the little butterfly nets.
Absolutely.
This is the entry from Personal Finance Company. Contact them for your personal loan needs.
And they're followed by a first place winner in the form of Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's is located at 206 North L. Rogers Wells Boulevard here in Glasgow. So first place winner there.
That's right.
They've got butterfly wings on their animals there.
That's right.
That works.
Doug and Melissa Landers and all their staff very much involved in our community and certainly in the Christmas parade too. We got Bluegrass Sailor here. Everybody at Bluegrass wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, having served customers for 21 years and looking forward
Wow.
to 21 more.
And they're followed by South Central Bank's Winter Wonderland. Over 20 beautifully lit trees in silver, white, and blues. Their friends Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer are on board to help bring lots of cheer to the boys and girls. So, South Central Bank.
There's Tommy Wells back there handing out candy.
Let's see, what's next?
We have My Essentials for Christmas coming from Food Lion at 214 South L. Rogers, Ells Boulevard. They've been a part of Glasgow's community for 20 years, and they're providing customer service and your essentials for the holiday season. Food Lion, big, pretty truck coming through here.
Very nice, very nice. You got to have those trucks. There's some people on the back of it, too.
That's
Have a
right.
neat view.
Now we have a trophy coming here, and as a part of our Glasgow Scotty Band entry, I believe. Is that right, Amy?
Yes, right. They're leading the way instead of coming in behind them, but they are the Class 2A state champions in 2010 and again this year in 2012. So that's their trophy car for the Glasgow High School Scotty Band with 70 members, directed by Corey Bonds and Doug Smith. Field commander is Kayla Hall, and auxiliary captain is Denisha Faulkner. And they're coming right along, and
That's right.
I think
I was thinking they were going to fire up a little Christmas tune for us.
well,
here.
they may be waiting to get a little closer
Yeah.
to the grandstand here.
We're awfully proud of our Glasgow Scotty Band and awfully proud of their accomplishments this season. Class 2A state champions in 2010 and again this year. Let's listen. The Glasgow Scotty Band bringing up the Glasgow Christmas Parade musically.
And they're followed by the U.S. Postal Service. And so get those letters out, kiddos. If you've got something you need a direct line to the big guy,
Yeah.
here it is. They'll get it right to the North Pole for you just in time. You got 24 days.
That's
now
right.
today's over.
And I wouldn't put it off to the last minute either.
No, sir.
Here comes Santa Claus, which is a good place for Santa there right after the post office. Special guest tonight is Isabella Lopez, who has been a member of the Boys and Girls Club since August of this year. She's a third grader over at South Green Elementary, described by the club as a happy, intelligent, respectful, and hardworking little girl. Isabella is this month's Youth of the Month at the Boys and Girls Club.
And I'm sure every kid here is jealous of her seat tonight.
There's Michael Ritchie and Rita Jones, our co-chairpersons of the Christmas Parade.
Thank you.
They've been nonstop doing nothing but this for a long,
for the whole year practically.
Long time.
Thank you so much for their work.
We appreciate Michael and Rita, and of course the Barron Metcalfe County Ambulance Service, always a part of our parade that we're glad to have here, just in case we need them, and we're glad to have them here because
following
we need
along,
them.
just in case, just in case.
The Barron Metcalfe Ambulance Service, that's the official end of the parade.
That's
wow.
it.
Did it fly by?
It flew. Of course, you know, we're here at the front end instead of at the very end, which is on the square, so it's different. But
I'm really impressed with, as I said earlier in the broadcast tonight, I'm really impressed with the usage of the theme butterflies for Maddie.
It was very well thought out, every float, and just that you get your creativity flowing, and you can make the butterfly work with the whole Christmas scenario. It's
I thought
really
it was
exciting.
very creative. It was indeed.
It's nice.
So you like the way we're able to see down the street right here?
Yeah, and of course they've been staged there for a while now, so we got them right at the beginning and kind of got to see those numbers, and everybody was fairly much in order. So
I would have to say to our audience at home who's been watching us on television that you know, we can describe it, we can show you the pictures, but you have time to run out along the route and see it for yourself. It's kind of different doing it early in the parade.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're telling you about some things you can get out and see for yourself.
Exactly. So get on out there.
We have, again, reason to be thankful for the number of hours that went into decorating these floats.
And let's thank the Electric Plant Board for all the work that they put into this. And
50 years.
50
just
years
getting
of
started
service,
good.
just getting started. But they had a lot of thinking and planning to do with our different location tonight.
Yes,
and a lot of planning went into today's reception. So just great people to work with, Billy Ray and all the rest of his staff.
I don't know how many days Jim Sherfy's going to be here, but a lot of folks remember Jim Sherfy as the man who started the Electric Plant Board. How long is Jim going to be here, Billy? Do you know? How long is Jim Sherfy going to be here? Not sure. Well,
I forgot to ask him too.
They
are here from.
Yeah, well, certainly we'll be looking forward to getting to shake hands with him and talk about the old days. For sure.
He's more than happy to. He's more than happy to share how it all started.
Well, I sure am glad to have you back in the saddle.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Sorry I missed last year.
And we certainly want to say thank you to all of our folks like Rena Reynolds, Greer's Florist, to Thomas Gardner and Wood Attorneys, to Herbert and Pack Attorneys, who make contributions, who provide such things as backdrops and scissor lifts and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
To make the broadcast have some really, I have to compliment the videographers because the angle was excellent.
They do a great job every year.
Seeing the parade from our vantage point here. Well, we got to say Merry Christmas to you and your family.
You as well, and your family.
We're looking forward to many more years of getting to sit here and do this.
I hope so.
And we're certainly proud of our parade, and if you see somebody out there, they said, y'all stood to that parade at night, we'll brag on it and say, sure we do. And boy, this year was something special.
It was very, very good. Thank you to the committee that worked so diligently.
All right. So, in behalf of Amy Bingham and all the crew here at the Glasgow Electric Plant Board and everybody involved in making this a special night, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have you or a loved one participated in a local event filmed by the Glasgow EPB? Maybe it was a school graduation, Little League championship, or musical performance. These are all events that have recently been professionally captured on video by the EPB to be aired on Channel 6. The EPB archives contain community, school, and church events dating back to 1990 and can be purchased by anyone. DVDs are $13 and would make a great gift for family and friends while preserving a timeless memory of a special moment in one's life. Call to place your order today.
When you need high-quality healthcare services, TJ Regional Health is here to take care of your entire family. Whether you're looking for a skilled and compassionate provider for primary care, women's health, pediatrics, cardiology, general surgery, sleep medicine, rehab services, or even mental health, TJ Regional Health is here for you in every stage of life. With convenient locations throughout South Central Kentucky, TJ Regional Health is your healthcare destination. Request an appointment at tjregionalhealth.org.